Welcome, I'll be reacting to the final episode of Stingray 39. I don't know why there wasn't a season 2. This was a great show. Next up will be The Secret Service on Saturdays. Selected clips are provided for commentary purposes. This is not a market substitute. Support the original. Stingray, Stingray, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Anything can happen in the next half hour. Stingray, Stingray. Dun, 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 dun.
By the presentation made to Captain Troy Tempest, Aquanaut of the Year. Tonight at Marineville, Captain Troy Tempest threw a party to celebrate. And boy, what a party that must have been.
Oh my goodness. We've got leftover pie, it looks like. Is that lemon meringue pie? Some sort of champagne or lemonade. Empty wine glasses. Apple juice left on the floor, it looks like. Someone was throwing books around. The balloons I can understand, but the books? And why an untouched piece of pie? Oh my goodness, Troy. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I feel that headache.
Oh, what a party. Be sure you're up early, Atlanta.
Atlanta, I love you. But making someone get up early after a party like that. We learned about this with Ordeal and UFO.
Getting plenty of sleep, Colonel? Oh, yes.
Atlanta.
Why we had to get up at this unearthly hour, I'll never know.
Oh, she made little sandwiches for breakfast.
Who can that be?
Oh no, is it the TV crew?
Captain Troy Tempest of the World Aquanaut Security Patrol,
Oh no.
this is your life.
That is the worst timing ever. He just needs to sleep and possibly throw up.
There was a party and...
Oh dear.
Boy, what a mess.
I'd better get over there.
We are now going to
Oh, here's the infamous dressing gown again.
perhaps one of his most startling adventures began when he was investigating a report that missiles that were being fired at Marineville.
Clip show, clip show. Du-du-du-du-du-du. And she can't even scream.
Okay, shut it off. I'll talk.
So Troy had saved Marina's life. What do you consider to be your, well, most difficult experience to date?
Without question, appearing on this program.
I was like, you showing up at my door? Well, I was hungover.
Most unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most of the things that happen to us in the Wasps are unusual.
I like Atlanta quietly cleaning the background. She's like,
I was sent to investigate a report that a jeweled forest had been found at the bottom of the
oh
ocean.
yeah. This might have been the prettiest set design. I mean, not this part, but when he sees the forest. Yeah, this part. Really pretty.
It's great being the richest man in the world.
Oh, we didn't get to hear the famous song. Aquamarina. Oh, poor Troy. I'm surprised he chose to tell this story, though, and not the one where Stingray became tiny and ended up in a fish tank.
When I realized what had happened, I could hardly believe it.
Thanks, Troy.
Oh, it looks so much better. Thank you, Atlanta. Secretly cleaning in the background.
And of course, we mustn't forget the man who runs the whole show, Commander Shore.
Aww.
Is it true that there's a romance between you and Troy?
No.
Of course
Nope.
have a lot of fun together.
No.
Anyway, the call of duty usually interrupts any romantic notions I may have. Like the time when Troy phones Marina and I were getting ready for a holiday together.
Oh, yeah, that was... Can't believe they just left Atlanta. Oh, yes, Atlanta travels like I do. If I make it to the Space 1999 convention this year, don't watch me bring the suitcases in. Just don't. I can't believe they just stayed on that island, didn't invite her, and sent her a postcard. She should have taken all of her outfits, gone on the vacation by herself, and then sent them a series of postcards back. Wish you were here in Paris. Another really good set. I think they chose their clip shows by what were the coolest looking locations we built. Let's show those.
Right in the center of a beautiful blue lagoon. It looked as if we were going to have our holiday after all.
Without Atlanta, of course.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Wish you were here. All my love, Troy. Isn't that just my luck?
This is your life.
Just one thing I'd like to say. You asked Atlanta if there was a romance between us. Well, I think the moment is right for me to say that there... Say! Hey, that's battle stations.
Unidentified craft in Marineville approaches. Captain Troy Tempest to report to tower immediately.
I'm pretty sure he was going to finish that sentence with, now's a good time to announce that Atlanta is dating Alexa, right? That's totally what he was going to say.
Thanks for a great show, but I'm afraid whether you like it or not, this has got to be the end.
I know the name and I know it was like a real program, but I don't know anything about it. Let me try and find a clip.
This is Your Life, an American television tradition. Now here he is, Mr. This Is Your Life himself, Ralph Edwards.
Now, he thinks he's making a videotape for the March of Dimes. He and all of us will be supporting the March of Dimes, of course, when it comes along, but come on.
Never a trace of red.
Good me, Bob Karen, for breaking in on your terrific record hit, Mac the Knife. But we have you on television coast to coast and made you an idol of the teenagers too
sneaky.
Tonight. This is your life.
All right. So it looks like they captured the vibe pretty well on Stingray. Sorry, I just wanted to see her. I saw it in the playlist.
Wanted to be able to tell something of my own experiences to help people who have, I know, been in the same kind of predicament. I received so many letters. People who want hope or advice even, which perhaps I can suggest where they can find it.
Yes.
It's that sort of thing that I wanted to do for them and for myself. I would very much like to correct some impressions which arose out of a lot of stories that were written about me, I guess, but they weren't about me. I wasn't in a position to defend myself at the time these stories were published, and I'm very happy to be here tonight to let people see that I am the kind of person I am and not a legend that arose.
I'm sure the audiences at the time when this Stingray episode aired were very excited when they saw the theme of the episode. I'd only vaguely heard the name, hadn't actually watched any clips before what I just looked at. It seems like a really heartwarming show. And they definitely, for the most part, surprised people. So totally makes sense that he would show up in the middle of that mess. I do feel sorry for Troy, though. I've been hungover a couple times, and it is rough. The last thing you want is to be dealing with a TV crew. And I thought it was just too hilarious how Atlanta was just quietly going around in the back going, okay, I'm just gonna get this trash for you, and get this trash for you. And then by the end of the episode, his place is just sparkling. So at least he didn't have to clean afterward. I still have questions, though. First of all, who made the pie? I'm guessing Atlanta did. And secondly, why were there 2 pieces untouched on a plate? Whose plate was that, and why didn't they eat the pie? We will be haunted forever by these questions because the show is now completed. I don't know if this was meant to be the final episode or not. The Stingray order is, of course... I'm not even going to try to do a Stingray order of episodes video because my brain hurts thinking about it, honestly. I'll probably do a little Stingray let's talk about the show video at some point though soon. Feel free to compile any of your recommendations of episode orders. You can comment that over on that video when it comes out. They were very good about making sure the undersea races were a mix of good, bad, chaotic, neutral, and just misunderstood. And I appreciate that. Sometimes the villain of the week wasn't really a villain. They were just desperate, or they had a mishap of communication that just needed to be resolved. Of course, my favorite when the temple went missing. And it turns out they were just moving it to save the temple. Like, there was nothing nefarious going on. I mean, other than, again, the misunderstanding. But they got it sorted out. It's fine. I will tell you that my favorite episode is the Loch Ness Scotland one. It was just so funny. Some really good moments there. I do miss having Marina in that episode, but she was great. The small scene she was in where they're like, hey, Marina, do you want to go to Scotland on land? And she's just like... We'll talk about that more later. Again, the next series is The Secret Service. Oh, that's brilliant. It's like the Muppets where you have the human actors and the... Okay.
I repeat, there's nothing we can do about it, but there is someone in our organization who certainly can.
Whoa.
We made it. 250 hours.
Give it a few seconds. Yep. The show has submarines now?
There's certainly something very odd going on, Father.
If I were that rich, I would have a secret room too.
And I know too that you are a traitor to your country.
You're about to get shrunk. Oh no. No, 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 no. Go back in. Back in.